Everyone, it's Libby from Maighstir Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides and universal energies. For those that are new, I do apologise that I put some pretty obscure titles on my videos. The reason being is I try to put the videos through with the title that I would like to give them. However, the YouTube censors don't like that title, you'll have to change it. So I have to try and think of something a little bit more creative to get past the censors. So just please bear with me in regards to those titles. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this particular reading is I'm going to have a look at the dissolution of the United States. I don't think it's going to get quite that bad, but I want to have a look at what is coming down pike for the United States as a United States. Now, I have seen that things are going to get so bad that the Constitution is literally going to be torn up and rewritten. And when I say rewritten, it won't be by Felon 45 and Fleon and his cronies. It will be written when they are tossed out. But the problem is things will be so destroyed. And I hate to say this, but if you're pre-warned, then we can take actions to protect ourselves. Whether that be building a community that you can lean and rely on each other, whether it's putting a few extra dollars aside, whether it's stocking pantries, whatever it is, take whatever action you need to take to protect yourself in this time going forward. Now, a number of you have said my social security check has come through with no problems, but a number of others of you have reported to me that your social security check is short by a couple of $100 or was late or didn't include certain items that you expected it to include. So please, 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 forewarned is forearmed. I do see that the Constitution, what's going to happen is the United States is going to get to such a stage that the cracks in it that have been developing for decades and decades, back just pre-Reagan era, so what are we looking at, 40, 50 years, the cracks that kept getting plastered over, that kept putting band-aids on them, can no longer be ignored. The actual foundation has to be rebuilt. And I do see that this will happen after Felon 45 is out. Fleon, they're all exposed, they're all revealed for who they are, they're all reviled, they've all been kneecapped, and they're out, and it will be a team of constitutional lawyers, and I feel that each state will nominate a constitutional lawyer from their state or two to come together and nut out the basis of a new constitution. There's just huge, huge change coming. So I do apologise if I sound defeatist. To be honest, and 333, I saw that angel number. I am feeling tired of what is happening, and I'm feeling tired, exhausted, because I know there's still quite a ways to go. So I do feel that what will be rewritten will be incredibly strong, incredibly stable, and it will be different, and it will be solid and dependable and for the times, and it will be for a United States going forward. And I don't even know if the United States is actually going to be called the United States going forward. There may even be a different name for the country going forward. So this is going to be really interesting. Entertainment only. I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale, and I want to have a look because what's happening is California is seeking to deal directly with other countries to bypass the federal tariffs. Now, I don't know how that would work. California fluctuates between the fourth and fifth biggest economy in the world, not just in the United States, but in the world. So has power beyond what a lot of the other states have. And I have strength and new opportunity, courage and strength and new opportunities, youthful opportunities being presented here to enrich California. So I want to have a look. I'm going to start with, oh gosh, what did I just glimpse there? It was the Ten of Swords. Okay, show me first up, California, seeking to bypass felon 45. I'm getting, uh, the emotional the emotional coming together is breaking apart, is under this destruction. What held the United States together is not going to hold it together any longer under this wannabe monarch dictator. So show me California, California going forward, California going forward, seeking to, I read quite a while ago, will California leave the United States? And I think I got a yes then as well from memory. But show me California looking to deal directly with overseas countries to bypass felon 45's tariff system. Now, the White House Economic Director Hassett is claiming that 50 countries have come grovelling to felon 45, bending the knee, bending over backwards, pleading cases, etc. I'm just going to say that's absolute BS. Was his lips moving? He was lying. None of the countries were named, and I'm just going to say it's absolute BS. The rest of the world is just working out how to without literally flippers up, turning their back. Okay, let's have a look. California working with other countries directly. Are they going to bypass tariffs? I don't know how they will do it because the tariffs are supposedly federal, even though they haven't passed Congress, which is how tariffs are legally supposed to be implemented. Right, this one flew out. California has power to do so, and it will manifest opportunities and possibilities, messaging, communications. Yeah, California, yes, absolutely. It has the ability to do so, to manifest its position independently. Strength and courage. It will take strength and courage to do so. Taming of the beast. Here we've got at the foundation, the moderation. Not a huge fan of Newsom at the moment with his podcast where he's got some far righters on board, but okay, because I think that did his go for going for president. But he might have another plan on here. This is about reconciliation of fire and water at the foundation. Balance, moderation. Oh, actions having consequences, but also perhaps a Supreme Court legal ruling. Right, in the past, this is the manipulation of the financial markets with those overseas. Yep, not a good card in the past, but it's in the past. So California, unity, diversity, coming together. It's my voter card as well, but this is very much about for the people. Something unexpected out of left field being presented by California. Offers being made. I think California are going to externally, internally, having to combat the devil, the addiction internally, the addiction. dancing the tune of the devil, getting addiction to what would California's biggest import-export be? There's something that California is addicted to that it has to deal with. Yeah, an emotional cleansing, bringing about a new start, a harsh truth being brought forward, nightmare situation, a retreat, then rising as the phoenix. But all these swords are poised above this figure here. The swords are poised to fall. It's not quite the ending. Are going within and contemplating about the truth, about the path forward. But on these curtains, you've got the phoenix rising, California rising, bringing forth a new emotional truth in the face of the fading misogynistic contracts. It's a lot of emotions here, like a lot of emotion. Considering options and walking away from what does not work, walking away from the 3 unacceptable cups here, taking control of its own destiny and a powerhouse strength as the wheel of fortune turns. I think California are going to give it a go. Absolutely. They are not accepting of what's on offer from this fading patriarchal, misogynistic past, and they're going to walk away. We've got here justice, but it's also actions that have consequences, choosing a path forward, and a new dawn dawning with these new plans, new announcements coming forward. Okay, very quickly, is California. The only negative card was this one, the addiction. Okay, thank you. I just got told the addiction to the Constitution is what I got told. If you hear my guides, let me know. The gruff one is Meister, the softly spoken one, male is Narin, and the sassy bubblegum chewing female is Dissolution. Right, unexpected out of left field and legacy, financial legacy, financial ending. I think this might have oligarchical support as well of some of Californian oligarchs, not the Mel Gibsons and the Sylvester Stallones, but the real power brokers in California. I think they might be behind this. Is California going to take steps to break away from the United States? You want that one? Right? Empress, abundance, new birth of something significantly new. You want that one? Careful what you wish for. Is California going to break away? Can also be my wealthy oligarchs. Be careful what you wish for, because California might just do it. Let's have a look. Let's see if you can hear that. That was Spot, one of my rescue dogs, doing a backward sneeze. It's just a snorting. Yeah, they're tired of handing over the money. California, that gets reviled by so many red states, is actually the one that funds a lot of these red states. West Virginia, I believe, gets 50% of its of its internal budget funding from the feds. And the feds get the money from the states like California. I think they want to hold on to their money for themselves. Manifestation. Really considering this, putting a pause on the money that they're sending out, and a unity, and an huge announcement being made about a new plan and a new beginning. I'm going to say yes. I think California, big announcements about self-protection, looking after its own turf. You've got the false victory here, moving away from this false victory. An announcement about money and action being taken, strong leadership to protect themselves. I'm going to say, yeah, I think California is making moves, big yes, to break away from the United States, the rest of the United States. So, show me. Won't be easy. Don't know how they're going to achieve that. Is this going to bring about? It's not going to be easy. It's just going to bring about the dissolution, the dissolving of the United States as we know it. It's just going to bring about the dissolving of the United States as we know it. Start of something, the wheel turning. This is going to bring about the dissolving of the United States as we know it. Queen of Wands, inspirational feminine energy, bringing forward a new plan, a new idea, challenged by the legal system. However, the sword is being unsheathed, the challenge is made. Big headlines about a new dawn in the past, an announcement being made about money, which is California has already done. We've got both the King and Queen of Wands, the new plan, action being taken, so the plan being considered, and now it's actually front and centre. Leadership taking action to, I'm going to say, to cut itself out, cut itself off. With the Eight of Swords, Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords, 2 8s. Externally, boy oh boy, is it going to end up in a bun fight? Not within California, but within the United States. So, is this going to start the dissolution? I think it's going to. State against state. Internally, externally, state against state. Internally, new beginning. Powerful new beginning. Hopes and fears that the wealthy states will keep it to themselves, and the destitute states, I'm looking at Arkansas and West Virginia and those types of areas, are going to find themselves out in the cold as there are announcements about protecting against this devil energy. And bringing forth this healing, the best of democracy, or the star of this devil energy. Trying to balance out this devil energy is what I'm getting there. Emotional loss, disappointment, heartbreak at what has occurred. careful what you wish for with the Nine of Cups. Volatile announcements coming forward with that Knight of Wands that's going to bring an ending of a cycle, a new beginning, and a new world order. Oh, look at the bottom. Tower. I'm going to say yes. I do feel California is going to attempt to break away, to protect itself, and it's going to start a dissolving. Right? They keep saying dissolution, but a dissolving of the United States. Is this the end, the start of the end of the United States as we know it? Is this the start of the end of the United States as we know it? Naivety of the past, the gift of the past, the emotions of the past has turned into a protectionism for the moneyed, volatile information coming forward, moving on, looking overseas for inspiration and taking control, or I should say in the face of the Emperor. Nine of Swords, nightmare situation, legal action, announcement being made, and things, the United States being looked at differently. We have this Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles, and an ending. So in the face of this new era plan and announcement, this oligarchical that came out of the naivety of the Constitution and the path is facing a downfall, being brought to an end. Oh boy. By crikey, holy crumbs. That went a bit where I didn't expect it to. Okay, I am going to pull out just for something a bit different. This is my deck. It's quite a simplistic deck, but it does give a good storyline. They're storytelling cards. If you like them, they appeal to you. They're for sale on Etsy. Either just put maighstirtarot into Etsy and you'll find them, or go to the more ... section below any video and you'll find a link there. I'm not flogging them. They're just if they appeal. Let's have a look. Show me. The future of the United States. Is it going to be a United States? Oh, cards that they want to come out everywhere. Right, a lot of noise. Wants that one. A lot of noise about growth. Declining growth. Declining loyalty. The health of the United States in its current situation is in dire straits. Struck down. Okay, the country itself, is going to be the destruction of the country. The country divided. Over the green light that was given to over the green light about the money that was given to the greedy, pretentious, uber wealthy. I'm just going to say, yeah, that's what's going to bring about the destruction, is the green light that was given to the uber, greedy, pretentious, wealthy, the helping hand that was given to them to become even more greedy, pretentious, and uber wealthy. Right, the full cup of this is going to be stopped, filling of the cup. There is a fear, but remember, fear comes out. Fear causes anger, and anger causes change. And we've got the bravery increasing of those that want to do good and bring their strengths working together, intertwined with the feminine energy. Right. We're going to see a rise in this positive energy, in the strength of the working together, the intertwining of the two sides via this feminine energy. Now, feminine doesn't necessarily mean female. It means community, compassion, empathy, wanting to help others, wanting to heal. But there's bravery coming out of this fear. It's going to be a difficult message. Now, this is the court jester hat. The jester at the moment is Felon 45 out the front while the movers and shakers are changing the scenery behind the curtain. But this is also a difficult message. The jester was the only one in court that could tell the monarch a difficult message without losing his head. So this is going to be difficult for the people of the United States to hear this message but it is time. And it is time to rebuild differently. It is the fate and the destiny of the country to rebuild differently, to rebuild the foundation of the country. We've got conflict and anger, and then peace. Out of conflict and anger comes peace. Now I'm reading the fourth turning is here. And out of conflict and anger comes peace, as those that go through this decide that they don't want this. A new constitution being drawn up that will be fabulous, that will be new, manifesting amazing possibilities. And it will be all about unity and the people. Now, I know the current constitution says we the people. When it was written, we the people were white male landowners, not we the people. This will be a genuine constitution about we the people, the masses, the diversity and unity for this new age. Just looking at those next cards, the darkness will be replaced by abundance, and justice and balance. Okay, thank you. What I'm getting is the justice of the abundance that is now showing to be dark is a thing of the past, and we have female leadership coming forward, female leadership being the key. So this abundance for those that indulge in this evil energy is going to be fine, and the unbalancing of justice is a thing of the past with this female energy. I was just looking at what's on the bottom. There's a huge story here. The networks of those that are in the swamp that are hollow within are going to face a loss very quickly. I keep saying it's going to be like the Berlin Wall. We're going to wake up one morning and it's going to be in this destruction phase. There will be a crossroads moment for those that are in this inner circle family. I hope that light's okay for you. Have faith. This swamp is going to almost basically overnight find itself out. And we've got bullseye, absolutely. Bring it on. Love to you all. Take care.